11:45. Jesus, I ordered Giannis to pick up at 11:40. That's true, actually. On Rush Street. So if someone wants it, I'm not going. Well, go pick it up. I'm serious. It's sitting there.
Giannis with 46, 16 and 6 tonight. Just what do you think of the control he kind of exerted over the game?
It was great. You know what I liked about, first of all, I just liked our defensive energy all game. I thought that's what changed the game. I thought we got into them. Game got a little chippy. But I thought it got chippy over just defensive pressure, And just as long as we keep our composure, that was the only thing I kept telling our guys. So, and then Giannis, it's that thing we talked about, feeding the pig. Meaning if you fall on a play that works, and we had the little angle action, stay with it. The one time they went away from it, that's when I jumped up and said, why would you go away from something that just keep running in and keep running in? Something else, then you do that. And I think our guys are starting to do that more and more. That's good.
You mentioned keeping your composure.
Yeah.
I guess what does it say about this team that you have multiple guys that, I'm not trying to say you're trying to fight anybody, but you do have tough guys that are willing to stand
we have instigators for sure. But it only is good if you can do that, but you don't get caught into it. And I thought tonight it was right on the edge, and then we backed off. I was happy that review took an hour, because it allowed everybody to kind of get their composure back, because you don't want that either.
Speaking of defensive intensity, there was throughout the year, Vucevic has had some pretty big games against the Bucks. He's averaging 23 points coming into this.
Yeah.
And, first couple possessions, it looked like he was kind of like going to start off with it again. But I don't know if it was so much like his touch or whatever, but what do you think of the efforts of Giannis and Brook Lopez?
I thought it was great. I thought the first 4 possessions, he got exactly what we said we were not going to give up. The little elbow jump shot, we wasn't pulled in. And then our weak side pulled way in and made them force it over the top. And I thought from that point on, because when he gets it going, they become really hard. And so we definitely target him for that today.
Do you think it was more like the physicality people were showing him, or was it just contesting?
Yeah, I just thought we made him play in traffic a lot. He's such a good player, plays with a great rhythm. And our whole thing was try to get him out of rhythm, try to make him see a bunch of hands and play through a crowd.
What did you like about, and why did you go to some of the matchups rotations, but also the minutes?
Yeah.
Obviously 12 for Brook in first and third, and then that leads to an interesting combination in the fourth.
Yeah.
But then that's the group that goes on that 17-0 run.
Yeah.
What went into that?
We made the decision because they were small to play AJ in the second half. Over going the big lineup that we've been using. Because I thought the big lineup in the first half, we just fouled every time, and that got them in the penalty. So bringing another shooter on the floor, space the floor. We flipped it. It's usually Dame that comes out first. I just thought Giannis had it going. Sometimes you just ride that hand.
Stringing together a group of wins like this out of the break, How does it feel? What is your kind of...
It feels like we're winning games, but like for us, it's not about right now. Honestly, I don't feel any different than when we started out in that well. I just think our whole key is getting ready, and that's the first thing I told them after great win. We still have work to do. We're still pushing. We got to get better. And it's nicer to get better and win than it is to lose, but we're not where we want to be yet.
Doc, do you like this team's chemistry right now?
Yeah, we have great chemistry. But I think, and as I said, I think you can bring a team together through defense way quicker than offense. And you can see that happening. Every time someone does something well defensively, they're touching each other, and that's really important for this team to give them a belief. They were told that they couldn't defend, and now they're showing that they actually can. And I think that's giving them a type of confidence they didn't have.
Going into the fourth quarter, you said to your team, this quarter is about us. I want you to go out shooting.
Yeah.
How did you feel about your team's response?
Yeah, I thought we handled it pretty well. It was a chippy game. Hell, it was too late. Guys were tired. They're not used to playing this late. I don't know what it was, but you felt like this game is chippy. And it's probably the Chicago-Milwaukee thing as well that created some of that.
Speaking of defense, DeMar 0 for 6 in the first half.
Yeah.
Just the 2 free throws, which if you look back at it, you might wonder where those came from. How important was that defensively?
Yeah, it was more the 2 free throws. Like, listen, he's DeMar DeRozan, and he missed some shots. I thought we did do a good job. We stayed down. I mean, everybody had discipline, stayed down, and didn't, because he gets you up. And having him with 2 free throws at halftime is a win for us, for sure.
You look at Dame out of the All-Star break, it's felt like he's been more comfortable
Yeah.
offensively and found a good flow. Just 4 of 18 tonight.
Yeah, he started out great, though. Probably lost his rhythm a little bit because we were going so heavy on Giannis, and that's going to happen. It'll happen the other way at times, too. So, but I think he liked his shots tonight overall.
Patrick Beverly, he had an 8-0 run that kind of.
Yeah, it's his city, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was my city, but I'm going to give Pat that one tonight. So he's just a great energy. There's nights, it's what they say, you'd rather kindle a fire than start one. Like, that's Pat Beverly in a nutshell. There's nights where you have to kindle the fire, sit him down, calm him down. Then there's nights where his fire lights our team. I thought his defensive energy was the difference in the second half.
What about the personal 8-0 run?
Well, that's gravy. Yeah, he tells me all the time he scored 50 in a high school game at Marshall. So I don't know what that means in the NBA, but he reminds me of that all the time. Yeah.